Yes, welcome to this new video. You're watching G-Series, and today we're going to take another look at the Bitcoin chart. I just wanted to make a little update, and now that we're in 2025, it's the 16th of January, and I just want to look at some recent price action and do some predictions for the coming weeks and months ahead of us. So let's dive into Bitcoin first. We are on the monthly right now. January so far has been green. We are 6% in the plus. If we zoom in the weekly, we've had some consolidation as we see last couple of weeks, basically going sideways already for 8 weeks now, so 2 months, and this is very normal in bull markets and in Bitcoin as general. Like, we see a big pump, consolidation, big pump, consolidation, and we saw a little correction, and after consolidation it's just time to build up some momentum again. And then what I'm expecting is that we're going to get an impulse to the upside soon. If we're going to zoom in a little bit more, for example, right here into the daily, we can see that we came from a big pump like November last year. Then December we started to decline momentum. We reached the top here around 108,000 US dollar. From then on we got a huge sell-off, big correction, and from there we're going sideways. We found support on this volume node right here. We're still holding that support, and we see here some highs, but we haven't really broken the most important high right here yet. If we're gonna zoom in, on the 4 hourly, so we can see like last week's a little bit more clearly. We basically have this support level, right? Coming all the way from this box, it was resistance and support. Even make it a little higher, touch it here. And recently we broke below it, we got grabbed on liquidity, but we still hold at this volume node, which is a very strong move in my opinion. We see big bounce up, we broke like this little resistance right here, which is very important, and looks like we're gonna test this major important level. And after that, this one is also not that far away, and then we can start looking at a new all-time high again. So this is looking really good that we're holding support. The correction has been from top to bottom 70%. It's very normal in a bull market, and Bitcoin so far looks pretty strong to me. It's still holding, it's going sideways. What would be very bearish is if we are going to break this level. So if we're going to reject this level somehow, we're making a lower high, then like I would expect we're going to test once again this level. Hopefully we can make a higher low compared to this one somewhere. If that doesn't happen and we break below it, we're going to lose this whole area of support. Then we could go really quickly because there is not much in between, as you can see. Maybe a little support right here around the 70k. I can draw that 77k. Otherwise it's going to be the previous range where we have been in for very, very long, and as you can see here, that also corresponds with the all-time previous cycle. So if we draw it roughly, that would be around 71k. Zoom in again. So it's very important to me for a bullish scenario is that we're going to keep this area of support. If we're going to go lower and we go to 77k or to 71k, I'm definitely willing to buy more, but I'm going to be a little bit careful as well. And I'm definitely more interested in altcoins right now. I will show it in a minute as well. But I see it as, at this moment, I see it as quite unlikely, because next week Trump will become president and he's pro-crypto, so I think he's going to make some changes that are going to be very bullish, and the news is going to like that, and people will start buying and the price will go up and we'll get a new push. Like, that's what my expectation is. But of course you have to keep in consideration that breaking this level, it doesn't look good on the short term, and we could go down all the way to 77k or 71k, and we should be prepared for that. So that's for the downward scenario, and for the upward scenario is just like breaking these two important levels, and then we can start looking at a new all-time high again, and that push is going to be massive, I think. Just some random numbers, like they're just nice numbers that I think could be possible, and that's 150k for Bitcoin. And yeah, like all the indicators, they're not telling me to sell yet, so I'm not thinking about selling. I don't think this is the top of the bull market. Also, if you look at timing, this is not really the timing for Bitcoin to top out yet. I really take a close look at this RSI on a monthly. If it goes above the red line, that's a good moment to take in consideration that it's maybe time to start selling. So I take a close look at that one. And of course the CPI right now is at 79. It's a little bit orange reddish, but we see that when it tops to like almost 100, like 98 here, 100 and here 99, like dark red, that would be the perfect moment to sell. And that's not yet. So I think there's more gains to be made, and that's why I'm stay in the market right now and keep a close look at these indicators to start selling, and I will keep you updated on that. And yeah, that's it for Bitcoin basically. I think it looks pretty good. We held support, we grabbed the liquidity here. Now we start pushing pretty strongly, and I think we're gonna test these resistance levels. We might blast through them in one go. We might go up, make a higher low, and then go higher. It could take a little while, but I think it looks very bullish for the coming weeks ahead of us. Then we can also take a look at Ethereum right now. And Ethereum also made quite a big dub. It is so, it went back to under 3K. That's really cheap if you ask me. I bought in this dip again. I just couldn't hold myself. This doesn't look strong, but it's basically a downtrend. On the bigger time frame, we can still see we are in a massive uptrend, and we have this big resistance levels around 4K that we have to break. But to me, Ethereum, I expect an Altseason, and I just think Ethereum is going to come out of nowhere. And Ethereum also has an ETF that's been starting to perform pretty good. A lot of people are buying that one recently, and I think it's going to be more and more. And yeah, I think if you look at history, this will be the timing to for an Altseason to start right now. So I'm excited for Ethereum. I just look, once we break the 4K, we have still the all-time high around 5K, and then also a crazy number, but maybe we could even see 10K in this bull market, and I think it could go really quickly from here. But I have to be honest, this doesn't look good. This looks bearish to me. We're basically in a downtrend here. We have a high, a low, a lower high, a lower low, and now it looks like we're gonna make a lower high again. And on the other hand, we still keep support on this important level, which is the start of this impulse here. So that looks quite good. We could go even lower to the resistance of this level. Test that as support at 2,750. It's a very important level. As you can see here, it was support and turned into resistance. So yeah, we could go even down even more, and I would be interested to buy more then. As long as we hold this range, then I think we're good. This is an important range to keep a support. But I think for me, the main focus is on Bitcoin, and when Bitcoin starts pushing, I expect altcoins and Ethereum to follow. So I'm not too worried about Ethereum at this moment. I think it's looking very good, and I'm happy that I can buy at these prices right now. If you look at Ethereum versus Bitcoin chart, it's super low right now. I drew this block of support right here. It was resistance. I think it's gonna turn into support. It's the start of this impulse here. So I think it looks pretty good, and we could turn around from here. So I keep a look at that, and then the Bitcoin dominance. We can see, I drew this as well, some resistance. It was support right here. Here it was resistance. Now we touch it as resistance. So it looks like we're gonna make a lower high, and then a downtrend on Bitcoin dominance can start. And yeah, that basically means Altseason is gonna start. If you look at altcoins here, they're already pumping quite hard, Cardano plus 5%, Litecoin plus 9%. Altcoins are doing pretty good and holding pretty strong right now. And to me, the market looks great. I'm gonna keep an eye on the indicators. I bought some altcoins. I think Altseason is gonna start, and Ethereum is gonna outperform Bitcoin in the coming weeks/months. And then we're gonna have a bull market peak probably in a couple of months. I don't know when. Could be in summer, could be before summer, could be after summer. Just keep a close look at the indicators, and then it's time to sell for me. So for now, I am prepared for these bearish scenarios on the short term, and meanwhile I just hold, and in beautiful dips I will just want to buy more and ride it to the bull market peak. So that's basically it for this video. Just short little update in January, and hopefully see you guys back in February. So ciao ciao.